Welcome back, guys. Danny here, and we're continuing our coverage of the new DLC dropped by ISI in RFactor 2. This is a GT3 pack consisting of 5 new cars that kind of came to us as a surprise, and I love GT3. I love the fact that this is a DLC pack completely of cars from the same category and the same series. I think that's awesome, which is why I've gotten so excited about this. This is going to be our second test drive, and for this test drive, we're going to be checking out the Callaway Corvette C7 GT3-R. So let's hop on track, and I'll let you know what I think of this one. All right, we are here on track, guys, in the Callaway C7R. Let's see what we think of it. Gonna take a few laps around Bathurst here. As I said in the last video, RFactor 2 is not known for its graphics. That's not its strong suit. Physics and handling and force feedback is where you really see RFactor 2 shine. And let me tell you something. Compared to the Continental GT3, this car handles like a dream. You definitely can tell the difference right away in the weight, the less weight in this Corvette compared to that GT3. Wow, does it handle so much better. It's not till you get out of that Continental GT3 and get in something like this that you realize that, man, that Continental GT3 is a heavy, heavy pig. The steering just feels so much lighter in this. Now, guys, Bathurst is not my fastest track. Definitely not through this little section right here, so please forgive me. I don't want to hit the wall. Yeah, without even finishing one lap and letting the tires get warmed up, I can tell you already, without a doubt, that this car I definitely prefer and is much more enjoyable than that Continental GT3. Again, I do think that Continental GT3 probably has more top speed than this, as the it was topping out way before the bottom of that hill, and this car seemed like it was going to need a longer stretch to get to its top speed. But in handling, this handles so much better. So far, if I had to pick between the two, this is definitely the car that I would run in the race. Brakes very well. I went a little wide on that. Yeah, force feedback feels really good. There's a nice fidelity coming through the force feedback. And this car is just sticking to the road in the front and the back. That Continental GT3, it had a really bad problem with the back end of the car. Even after I had the tires warmed up, ass end of the car wanted to slip out on me, especially under deceleration and off throttle, whereas this really is really tight, holding to the track very, very well. Again, I've got no assist on this time, guys, just as before with the Continental GT3. I often wonder how that Bentley even made it into, as I drive off the road. Whoa! Sorry about that. Get out of the way before I get... Oh, no! Ooh, that was scary. Let's get going the right direction. But I often wonder how that Bentley even really made its way into the GT3 series, because it's just so heavy. It doesn't handle well at all. I was mentioning last video that in every sim I've ever driven that Bentley, it's just kind of awful. And It's a little bit better in RFactor too, but it's still not, definitely would not be my preferred car. You just really feel that weight. Even though technically it's a little faster in the straightaways. It just doesn't brake as well as this. It doesn't turn as well as this. Across the board, this is a better performing car. Now, supposedly I was reading up an article on these, and the developers say these are very balanced and should be a lot of fun if you run them all together in a race, which you would expect in a GT3 race. You would expect all the cars to perform pretty similarly. Maybe not perfect to one another, but very similar. Yeah, now that these tires are warm, it is sticking. And I actually missed the pit entrance, but I was going to pull into it. So, yeah, so the C7R, awesome car. Very fun graphically. It sits about on the same level as any other car you'll drive in RFactor 2, and while I get smashed in the back, maybe I shouldn't sit on the edge of the road, huh? Get off. That was silly. But yeah, so this is a pretty decent car. So you guys, if you've tried it, you can let me know what you think in the comments. We'll end this one here, and we'll be right back for the next video to take a look at the next car in the DLC pack. See you then.